Welcome to Byte-Sized Tech, where we blend casual conversations with insightful discussions on the latest in technology and gadgets.
Hey there.
You know, keeping up with tech feels like trying to drink from a fire hose sometimes. It's just
Yeah,
a lot.
it really is. Constant stream of updates, announcements, controversies.
Exactly. So that's why we're here to kind of sift through it all, pull out the really interesting bits, and give you the lowdown without, the overwhelm. Get you up to speed quickly.
Yeah, we've done the wading through the noise this week, found some pretty fascinating developments, stuff that makes you think, or maybe just go, huh, okay then.
So what's on the menu for our deep dive today? We're going to kick things off with some interesting moves in the electric vehicle space.
Okay.
Then we'll dive headfirst into the wild world of artificial intelligence. There's always so much happening there.
Never a dull moment with AI, that's for sure.
And then we've got a few other kind of quirky tech tidbits to round things out. Sound good?
Sounds like a plan. Let's start with those EVs.
All right. First up, we've got Slate. Heard of them? New EV startup.
The one backed by Jeff Bezos, right?
That's the one. And their big goal, launch a $25,000 two-seater pickup truck by late 2026.
Wow. Okay. A Bezos-backed affordable electric pickup. That's definitely an intriguing combination.
Right. Makes you wonder how they're going to hit that price point.
It does. I mean, it's not just the Bezos name giving it, instant buzz. That price, under 30 grand for an electric pickup, that could be a real game changer.
Absolutely. Potentially opening it up to a whole different market, not just the usual EV crowd.
Exactly. Competing more with traditional trucks, maybe.
Definitely something to watch.
Yeah.
And then kind of flipping the coin.
Yeah.
The ongoing saga of Nikola.
Oh, boy. Yeah.
Remember Trevor Milton? Founder, securities fraud conviction, then the pardon.
Hard to forget that roller coaster.
Well, the latest twist. He's apparently trying to buy back the bankrupt company's assets.
Wait, what? Seriously, after everything?
Seriously. Talk about a head-scratcher.
Yeah, that definitely raises a lot of eyebrows. What's the motivation there? Is it even viable?
Good questions. And it gets even messier
Mm-hmm.
because there are reports that Nikola's assets are actually being sold to Lucid Motors.
Right, I heard something about that. So where does Milton fit in?
Well, his lawyer is apparently expressing concerns about the auction process. Sounds like they might try to throw a wrench in the works.
Huh. So you've got this potentially fresh start with Slate on one hand.
Yeah, the shiny new thing.
And then the super tangled, complicated history of Nikola still playing out very publicly on the other.
It's quite the contrast, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really shows the different paths and, the drama in the EV space right now.
Absolutely. Highlights the challenges. Okay,
Yeah.
So where are we going next? AI.
Let's pivot to artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
Always buzzing. First, Waymo.
The robotaxi company.
Right. They're thinking about using interior camera data from the taxis, potentially linked to rider identities,
Uh-oh. Here's it's going.
to train their generative AI models.
Oof. Okay. Is there an opt-out?
They say there is, yeah. But still, the fact that they're collecting that kind of data, potentially linking it to you and using it for AI training, it's worth knowing about, right?
Definitely. Even with an opt-out, it raises big questions about privacy, what data autonomous vehicle companies are gathering, and how they plan to use it. Needs clear rules.
For sure. And speaking of AI pushing boundaries, OpenAI, they've unveiled something called ASW,
ASWE, what's that stand for?
Autonomous Software Engineer.
Okay. Ambitious name.
Totally. It's designed to build entire applications, like the whole process. Coding, testing, debugging, even writing the documentation.
Wow. That sounds almost too good to be true, doesn't it?
Right. Like, is it really going to work?
There's definitely some skepticism out there. I mean, a real-world software development is messy, right? You've got tangled old code bases, unexpected interactions.
Yeah, not exactly clean, simple problems.
Exactly. So getting an AI agent to navigate all that reliably and ensure the code is good, secure, that's a huge challenge.
Makes sense. I saw one article mention the risk of these agents, like hallucinating software packages that don't exist.
Yeah, that's a potential issue. Imagine it inventing a library, and then someone creates a malicious package with that name to exploit it.
Yikes. Okay, maybe not the robot uprising just yet, but still slightly unnerving.
It highlights the need for really robust testing and security around AI-generated code. It's a serious concern.
So this term AI agents keeps popping up. Can we break that down a bit? What exactly is an AI agent?
Sure. Think of it like this. You take a core language model, like the engine behind ChatGPT.
Okay, the smart part.
Right. Then you add some extra capabilities. Memory, so it can remember things from one interaction to the next.
Got it. Context.
Planning skills, so it can figure out steps to achieve a goal. And crucially, the ability to use tools,
Tools. Like what?
like interacting with other software, a web browser, an email client, APIs. Basically, ways to take action in the digital world based on its plan.
Ah, okay. So, language model brain, memory for context, planning for strategy, and tools to actually do things.
You got it. Like those agents that can use a browser for you, they understand your request, plan the search steps, use the browser tool, remember what they found.
That makes a lot of sense. And I heard the really powerful ones might use multiple AIs together.
Yeah, that's the idea behind agentic workflows. You might have one AI that's great at planning, another that excels at writing code, another for editing, maybe one for fact-checking.
A whole team of specialized AIs working together.
Exactly. Coordinating to handle complex tasks more effectively than a single general-purpose AI might.
Interesting. Now, if someone listening is thinking, hey, I want to play around with this agent stuff, build some automated workflows, are there tools for that, especially for non-coders?
There are. For people who aren't deep into coding, a tool called Make often gets mentioned. It's got a visual interface, drag and drop style for connecting different apps and services, kind of seen as the everyman's tool for this.
Okay. Make for accessibility. What about for developers?
For those more comfortable with code, NEN is a popular choice. It offers more flexibility, more control, kind of the coder's preference for building these automations.
Good to know. So options exist whether you're coding savvy or not. Cool.
Definitely.
Right. Shifting slightly within AI, Ireland, they've launched an investigation into X.com, formerly Twitter,
What is it?
about using personal data to train their Grok AI model.
Ah, okay, that's significant. Data privacy and AI training is a huge focus for regulators now.
Seems like it. This investigation really underlines that scrutiny, doesn't it?
Absolutely. Companies need to be transparent about how they're using data, especially personal data, for AI development.
And a quick heads up for ChatGPT users, OpenAI is swapping out the default model. GPT-4 is being replaced by GPT-4o in the main chat interface.
When's that happening?
April 30th, apparently. But
Okay.
don't panic if you're a developer using the API.
GPT-4 will still be available via the API, right?
Exactly. So it's mainly the front-end experience that's changing for everyday users. GPT-4 is supposed to be faster, maybe better with images and stuff.
Yeah. Improvements in speed and multimodal capabilities are expected. We'll see how it feels.
It's also, well, kind of fascinating watching the internal stuff happening at these big AI labs, like former OpenAI staff supporting Elon Musk's lawsuit against them.
Right. The lawsuit about OpenAI shifting from nonprofit to for-profit.
Yeah. Having ex-staffers side with Musk, it suggests some pretty deep disagreements about the company's direction and maybe ethics.
It really does. It speaks volumes about the tension between the original mission, the drive for innovation, and the pressures of commercialization in AI. These are fundamental debates happening right now.
And here's a stat that just blew my mind. The cost of testing these big AI models.
Oh, yeah. How much are we talking?
Well, figures cited were like $2,800 just to evaluate OpenAI's O1 model, their reasoning one, compared to only $140 for its smaller version.
Wow, that's a huge difference.
And benchmarking Anthropic's Claude 3.7 sonnet is also apparently really expensive. It just shows the insane amount of resources needed at the cutting edge.
It absolutely does. As models get bigger and more complex, just checking if they work properly costs a fortune, which, raises questions about who can actually afford to build and test state-of-the-art AI.
Yeah, it definitely concentrates power, doesn't it?
It potentially does.
Okay, let's touch on open source and AI briefly. The Linux Foundation,
Yeah.
obviously known for the Linux kernel,
Right, the bedrock of so much tech.
but they do way more now, right?
Yeah.
Supporting tons of different open source projects.
Oh, absolutely. They've become a huge umbrella organization for collaboration across countless technologies, well beyond just the OS.
And Jim Zemlin, who runs the Linux Foundation, had an interesting take on AI folks and open source.
What was that?
He said that AI practitioners, they generally like the idea of open source, the collaboration part,
Uh-huh, makes sense.
but they can get frustrated by definitions they see as overly strict or, his word, pedantic.
So, like, a clash between traditional open source licensing purity and the fast, messy reality of AI development.
Seems like it. A bit of tension there between the established principles and the needs of this rapidly evolving field.
That's a nuanced point. The spirit of openness resonates, but maybe AI needs a more flexible approach sometimes.
Yeah, interesting dynamic. Okay, let's rattle through some other notable tech news snippets from the week.
Fire away.
President Trump. An executive order backing coal for data center power.
Oh, wow. How?
Designating it a critical mineral, aiming to stop some coal plants from closing specifically to power data centers.
Okay, that's a very direct link between energy policy, specifically coal, and tech infrastructure. Big implications there for energy use and the environment.
Definitely a significant move. On a lighter, maybe weirder note, NetJets had a security breach.
The private jet company.
Yeah, and details leaked about how flight attendants should serve Elon Musk.
Oh, like what? Specific snacks?
Apparently he wants to fly as quickly and as direct as possible. No concern for fuel conservation.
Small chuckle.
Yeah.
Okay, efficiency of time over fuel. Makes sense for him, I guess.
And he likes the cabin temperature at a chilly 65 degrees Fahrenheit.
Brisk, okay. Just little glimpses into the lives of tech titans. Always kind of fascinating.
Right. Then we heard from Matt Rogers, the Nest co-founder.
Ah, Nest thermostats. What's he up to?
He was reflecting on how Nest evolved after Google acquired it. Seemed pretty balanced about it, actually, and still really into HVAC tech.
Interesting. It's a reminder that these huge products start with individuals passionate about, well, sometimes thermostats and air conditioning, and acquisitions change things.
True. For a bit of unintentional humor, U.S. Secretary of Education Linda McMahon apparently referred to AI as A1.
A1, like the steak sauce.
Yeah. Chuckles, I guess. Maybe just a slip of the tongue.
Happens to the best of us, especially with all the acronyms flying around.
We also saw the official merger of X and XAI.
Elon Musk's companies?
Yeah. One VC basically called it just ending the fiction that they were ever truly separate.
Huh. A bit cynical, but probably not entirely wrong. Suggests even tighter integration between the platform and the AI research, right?
Seems likely. Could mean more AI features baked into X down the line.
We'll see.
Okay, new startup alert. Blue Water Autonomy.
What do they do?
Developing autonomous naval ships.
Whoa, okay, serious stuff. Who's behind it?
Ex-US Navy folks, plus leaders from Amazon Robotics and iRobot.
That's a potent mix of experience. Military, logistics robotics, consumer robotics.
Yeah, and apparently their tech is developing really fast. Autonomous ships. That's a big leap.
Definitely a space to watch. Huge potential implications.
Then a report in the New York Times suggested Wall Street might be getting a bit nervous about Apple.
Apple, nervous, what? Beyond the usual tariff stuff.
Yeah, the report hinted at concerns about innovation, pointing to maybe the Vision Pro's reception and Apple being perceived as a bit slow on the AI uptake compared to others.
Interesting. Pressure on Apple to deliver the next big thing, especially in AI, is always high, and any sign of worry there is notable.
For sure. Meanwhile, Microsoft is pushing ahead with AI in Windows.
Oh, what's new there?
A new Windows 11 build has features called Recall, Click to Do, and Semantic Indexing. Sounds like deeper AI integration into the OS.
Recall, like remembering everything you do on your PC.
Something like that, I think. But there's a catch. You need what they're calling a Copilot Plus PC. So new hardware required.
Ah, there it is. Hardware upgrades to unlock the new AI goodies. Standard playbook.
Pretty much. Okay, switching to creative tools. CapCut launched something called Pipit.
CapCut, the video editor. What's Pipit?
It's an AI tool to make marketing videos from websites. And it can generate AI avatars, too. Offers a free trial.
Huh. Turning websites into videos automatically could be useful for quick social content or ads, maybe?
Yeah, potentially. And another video tool, Hagen, integrated with HubSpot.
HubSpot, the marketing platform. What's the integration?
Personalized video email campaigns using Hagen's AI video generation. It's a paid service, though.
Okay, so AI-generated personalized video messages at scale for marketing. Getting pretty advanced.
Definitely. We're also seeing more tools like Creatify Arcads and Make UGC.
What's their focus?
Creating ads that look like user-generated content, or UGC.
Yeah.
You know, that authentic, non-polished style.
Using AI to fake authenticity.
Basically. Which, you know, leads to the usual friendly reminder.
Yeah.
Trust nothing you see online. Or at least be skeptical.
Wise words. Critical thinking is becoming a survival skill online.
Totally. Also saw Open Creator mentioned, sounds like a platform trying to bundle a bunch of different AI creative tools together.
Like a one-stop shop for AI creativity.
Kind of, yeah.
Yeah.
Another one, Higgsfield, does one-click pro camera motions for videos.
Just simplifying video editing tasks with AI makes sense.
It seems like there's an AI tool for almost everything creative now.
The pace is just incredible.
And just for fun. Someone used Gemini 2.5 Google's AI to make a clone of Atari missile command.
Really? A playable clone?
Apparently. Just shows the versatility, right? It's not all just serious business applications.
That's great. A little retro gaming powered by cutting-edge AI. Love it.
And finally, on the legal front, law professors and the big global publishers trade group.
Okay.
They've filed amicus briefs, friend of the court briefs, supporting authors who are suing Meta.
About what? Copyright infringement?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Related to using their books to train Meta's AI models.
The copyright battles continue. These cases are so important for figuring out the rules around AI training data.
Hugely important, setting precedents for intellectual property in the age of AI.
Big implications for authors, publishers, AI developers. Everyone, really.
Well, that was quite the tour, wasn't it? From EVs to AI agents to autonomous ships and A1 sauce.
Tuckles. It covered a lot of ground. Just shows how fast everything is moving in tech right now. The pace is honestly staggering.
It really is. Staying on top of it and thinking about what it all means is crucial.
Couldn't agree more.
Thanks for tuning in to Byte-Sized Tech. If you enjoyed the episode, like, comment, share, and subscribe for more fun tech discussions.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
And maybe take a moment to consider, which of these developments we talked about today do you think will have the biggest impact on your life in the coming year? Something to chew on. Until our next deep dive.